What's up guys, this is Professor Spawn. In the last tutorial we have seen the Boolean data type and we have also seen the demo. In this tutorial we are going to see a new data type which is of type integer. So integer data types or integer numbers are basically a data type that holds a numerical values of like it can hold 0 to 0 1 2 3, or it can hold -1 -2 and -3. So all these data type, Java supports 4 types of data type, which is of byte, short, int and long. So we are going to see one by one, and for today we are going to see the integer data type, which is of type byte, right? So byte is the smallest of the integer type. It's basically an 8-bit signed integer with a range of -28 to 28. So it's basically like the highest value for the byte will be -127 and the lowest value will be -127, right? So it is useful when you want to save a memory because it only takes 8 bits, right? So this is used when you are reading a file from, let's say, from your local laptop, or you're reading a data from the server, right? So when you read a file, right, so basically what happens is all the data inside this, a stream of data, is converted into a byte of arrays, and you read one byte at a time. So in those tasks, byte is very useful, right? And to define a byte, right, what you do is to have a type of byte, you have an identifier, which is the variable name, and then you assign it with some literal. So we are going to see the demo for the byte, and let's get to the IntelliJ. So here, to have a byte demo inside this Java package, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create again a new package, and I will name this as Byte Demo. And inside this Byte Demo, I'm going to create a class file, and I will name this as Byte Demo. So once you have that class, if you notice here, this is inside the Byte Demo package, and I'm again in the same way I'm going to create a package, and with that I'm going to create a main method to run our code. So this is what we will be doing, and to define a byte, as I said, you need to have the type byte, and I will name this as, let's say, size is equals to 12, right? So this is how you define a byte. Also to note that if you define a size, let's say that if you reassign this size to 128, this will give you an error because it will say that at the compile time, it will say that the value, the literal you have given, it's basically an int because it is, exceed the, the bit, right? Because for 8 bits, the last number is 127. And in the same way, if you give it as -128, it will, it's okay. But if you try to give this as 129, this will give you an error, right? So if I give this as 127, it will still work, right? So this is how, that every data type has the bits, right? The highest value it can be stored, right? So this is how you define a byte. And what I'm going to do is if you want to print the value, you just need to do system.out.println, and you'll have the value of this, right? So I'm going to run this code, and you'll see the output as 12, right? So I'll run this, and you'll have the output as 127. So this is all about byte. In the next tutorial, we are going to see the new data type. Till then, goodbye.